Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You already know it's the G to the U to the R to the U. Appreciate y'all. Could have been anywhere in this planet, but you're rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. It's combine season, man. It's combine, and the combine is going to start today. Today's the beginning of the 2020 NFL combine, and we're starting with the quarterbacks and receivers, running backs, tight ends, and offensive line. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a few prospects that you all should keep an eye on, and also those prospects that this combine is very important to. So we're going to start off first of all with the quarterback position, man. So one of the guys that I love and I'm anticipated to see is our own UW from Seattle, from University of Washington quarterback, Jacob Eason. So Jacob Eason is kind of that the quarterback outside of the big three. You know, the big three with Tua, Justin Herbert, and Jordan Love. Those guys are the big three in a sense, you know. Obviously, because we already know the Bengals got the boy Burrow. So after Burrow is the big three, and Justin Herbert and Jacob Easton is basically the guy right outside of the big three. So I think this combine is very big for him as far as for him solidify his first round status, man. Big kid, man, 6'6", big arm, big. He can make every throw in the league. So I'm very interested to see him perform at the combine. The next guy, another big kid I want to see is Justin Herbert, man. The only thing Justin Herbert has been doing all season and all off season, I saw him at the Senior Bowl, is just solidify himself. Like he's a 4-year guy, man, a senior quarterback that he's just very accurate. He can make every throws in the book, man. High football IQ, and he just competes, man. I love the fact that he went to the Senior Bowl and competed. He's going to the combine and he's competing, and he just want to show everybody he competes, and competes, man. And I think his stock is going to keep rising up, and he's going to perform well. So I'm very excited to see him perform and compete at the combine as well. And also, I want to see Jalen Hurts, man. We'll just keep it going. First, we saw the 6'6" guys. Now I want to see the shorter stature guy, man. I want to see Jalen Hurts. I want to see him make a couple of deep outs, deep comeback. Just make a couple of deep balls. Make accurate throws. I just want to see how Jalen Hurts look specifically in that environment, in a sense, man. I want to see how his composure, how he hold himself in that type of setting. So as far as the quarterbacks play, those three guys are the guys I'm very interested in as far as I wanted to see how they perform, man. Now move on to the running back position, man. I'm very interested to see three guys, man. One of the three guys I want to see is J.K. Dobbins from Ohio State. Obviously, he's a Buckeye. We've seen enough of him. Buckeye's a very successful program, especially the running backs in the Big Ten. But I kind of want to see his athleticism. I want to see him move. I want to see him in drills. I want to see how he can move. I want to see how athletic he is. I don't really see that much athleticism when I see it on film. So I just want to see if he's not if he's not as stiff and if he's not stocky. So I'm interested to see that as far as his performance. Also, I want to see Jonathan Taylor. I think he's one of my favorite guys in the whole draft. All this guy does is produce, man. All he does is produce, man. I'm a big Jonathan Taylor guy, man, from Wisconsin, man. Great vision. Every time I see them play, man, this guy's just carrying the team. I mean, what else do you want from a running back, man? I think he's underrated as far as the balls. Catching balls, so I want to see him catching balls out the backfield. I think Wisconsin offense don't really showcase that, so I'm interested to see him do that at the combine. Let him show his catching skills, man. And also, one guy I'm interested to see that I really also like, I saw him at the Senior Bowl, is UCLA Joshua Kelly. He's a hard-nosed running back, man. He's going to give you them short yards. I also want to see his speed and athleticism, man, because I think he could be a every down back, man. I really like that kid. I think he got that versatility, and I think he has value. I think the combine is going to be big for him. I want to see his speed, and also I want to see his hands and things of that nature, man. So the running backs, those are the three guys I'm very interested as far as what the combine is going to do for him. Now I want to move on to obviously the receivers, man, the diva position. All right, as far as the receiver position, there's three guys that I'm really interested in seeing, man. One is Arizona State, Brandon Aiyuk. Obviously, he's an explosive guy. and the stock is rising up for him, man. I think he's a guy that could end up being in the finishing up in the first round, climbing up towards the middle at the end of the first round, man. I really like his toughness, man. I think this guy's a playmaker, and that transition. So I'm really interested to see what he's gonna run and his performance at the combine. I think he's really gonna flash, and you guys are really gonna hear more about Brandon Aiyuk from Arizona State, man. Real explosive athletes, man. Real explosive. And speaking of explosive athlete, man, I'm definitely can't wait to see Penn State running back KJ Hamler, man. This dude is just a freaking, I mean, I don't even know what to describe this dude, man. He's just elusive, he's fast, he's explosive. He's just, he could take a slant to the house. You give him 1 inch, he take it 90 yards, 99 yards. He's a Tyreek Hill, he's a Tavon Austin, he's a bunch of everything, man. So I'm interested to see this kid. He's a Swiss Army knife. So as far as the receivers goes, man, and obviously I want to see CeeDee Lamb, CDTD. Honestly, I think he's the best receiver in this draft, and I think he's gonna prove that as far as his performance in the combine, man. CDTD, great route runner, man. He just make contested catch. He's tough, man. He gets yacked. I believe he's a complete receiver, and I think he's the #1 receiver on my board in this draft. So I'm very interested to see and he perform at the combine, man. So that's my receivers as far as the guys you guys can keep an eye on now. So let's go on to the other aspect of receiving / tight blockers, man. So we go into the tight end, man. So let me tell you all about my guys you should keep an eye on as far as the tight end position. I love 3 guys, man. There's 3 different, distinguished, different type of guys, man, and a different type of scheme that utilize their skill set. But I love this type of tight ends. I think those guys, if they go to the right scheme set, these 3 guys, look out for them in the combine. I think they're gonna be very, very successful as far as their career goes, man. First guy I want to talk about, man. I don't think you guys know this more about how much I love this kid, man. I don't think you guys know how much I love this kid. Harrison Bryant from Florida Atlantic, man. I think he's absolutely the best tight end in this draft. There's no question about it. I don't even think we should actually debate about it. So Harrison Bryant, he does it. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to show the world at the combine how nice he is, man. So I'm interested to see, man. He does everything, man. He plays with a passion. He can run, he can block, he can catch. I mean, he does everything right. So if you don't know about this kid, you already know after the combine, and you all better go check him out, man. Harrison Bryant from Florida Atlantic, man. Speaking of another type of guy, man, I want to talk about Hunter Bryant from University of Washington, man. He's a freaking beast, man. He's the more of a detachable type tight end. He's the Jordan Reed type specialist, man. So he's gonna run routes. I honestly think he's a slot killer. He's gonna be a destroyer in between the numbers as a that type of mismatch type of guy. So I'm interested to see what he runs because I do believe he's the best route runner as far as fluidity and catching guys, catching tight end in this draft, okay? And then my last guy I like, man, is Dalton Keene, right? I'm like, who? Yeah, you guys are like, who the hell is that? Dalton Keene from Virginia Tech, man. You guys like, if you like Kyle Juszczyk, yes, y'all know who Kyle Juszczyk from the 49ers, that H-back / fullback, man. We got another one, man. And this dude right here, man, Dalton Keene from Virginia Tech. He's a Swiss Army knife. He does it all, man. I can't wait. I'm excited to see him test because he could be the H-back. He could come in there and be that mismatch as far as personnel grouping. So him being in a zone blocking scheme, you know, like one of them Shanahan blocking scheme, man, he will be invaluable, man. He will be invaluable. So I'm very, very interested in seeing how he performed at the combine, man. So those are the guys that I'm interested in. I think you guys should pay attention, and I think they should leave a mark when you watch them at the combine. So you all know the drill, man. Like this, love this, share this, and I am out.